Hi guys, and welcome to my diary. I can't believe it's been a month already. I suppose the time goes fast, but it also goes slow. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. Yeah, so August was a slightly better month, or not slightly, a much better month than July, so that's good. But yeah, I don't know how you guys feeling. I think a lot of people I speak to are very depressed. I think not being around people, you don't actually realize how depressed you actually get. Even if you are with your family and stuff, it's not the same as seeing your friends and being out and about and being around other people. It's hard, and for those people that haven't been around people at all, they must be struggling. I'm lucky I've got a really good support system, so I've been okay, and you know, I've got lots of people to talk to, and I'm very, very blessed. So yeah, and now we're at level 2, and no, load shedding as well, level 2 apparently, and then we just have blackouts, you know, like the whole of Pretoria pretty much goes down, or someone steals our cables, or whatever. So, you know, when we have electricity, it's like, yes, we have electricity. So this morning there was like this huge blackout, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm not even gonna be able to do a video because my camera was flat. So I was like, great. But yeah, so you take the little blessings in life and you're just like, yes, okay, run with that. I don't know if I told you, but my oven is working again. So I've been baking. I'm literally, and I'm not, and you know me, I don't use the word literally wrong, but I literally bake every single day. So if the next time you see me, I can't fit through the door, you know why. But yeah, so anyways, back to we are on level 2. How are you guys finding it? I know everyone's very happy that they can buy their alcohol and cigarettes. My mom used to be a smoker, and I don't know how she would have coped. Jeepers, it would have been interesting. I'm luckily I don't smoke, and I very rarely drink, so I mean it didn't really affect me in the least. But yeah, I'm glad everyone has their stuff back. And it's nice that things are starting to open up, but it is still scary, you know, because I mean, as soon as things open up, then you know, people start getting sick and stuff. So hopefully everyone is as responsible as possible, and we can get through this as quickly as possible, and yeah, just sort of, I don't know, back each other and support each other, and just be there for your people with social distancing. And yeah, hopefully it's gonna be a really, really good spring, and hopefully things just get better and better and better. I don't know, as the weather starts to warm up, I don't know, I start to feel a little bit more optimistic. Winter was rough, so hopefully spring is gonna be amazing. Okay, so who's made their Facebook avatar? Me. I never posted it, I made it, and then I was like, no, Tegan, that looks nothing like you cannot post this thing. But I've been having such a good laugh at it, and seeing everybody's avatars, because you know what, like, nobody puts wrinkles on their face and everything, so you know, everybody looks like they've got this perfect, you know, like they're 20 years old, and I'm going, and you could put like sort of bags under your eyes and a few wrinkles and stuff, and no, not that I did it either, I didn't. I was like, no, I don't have wrinkles, when? What are you talking about? And everyone's making like a big joke of how nobody really looks like their avatar. I don't know, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to see what people think they look like in their own eyes, and you know, it would actually be fun to try and make somebody else's avatar and see, you know, how close your avatar and their avatar are to them actually. But it's a lot of fun, and I love looking at people, what people have done, I think, because it also just shows their personality. Like, for example, do I put my avatar as my hair like this, or I mean, it's always in a ponytail and a hat. But I'm like, no, but I don't want to look like that all the time. But Tegan, you do look like that all the time. And then do you put earrings? What kind of clothes do you wear? Like, I mean, they didn't really have any active wear, because I thought I needed like proper active wear, but they didn't have active wear. So yeah, it was a lot of fun for me anyways. So some of you might know that I was considering doing the Carcliff 100 miler. It's a trail race, and yes, no, I've never ever done trail. But I mean, I'd never done a 100 miler until I actually went and did a 100 miler. So you know, you got to start somewhere. And you know, Tegan, she would just start at 100 miles. Who cares about like a 5-kilometer fun run 100 miler? 5-kilometer fun run 100 miler. Well done, Tegan, that made no sense, but you guys get what I'm talking about. But I think I've decided I'm not going to do it. It is going forward, and it is happening, which is awesome news. But looking at it, I was like, oh, I don't know, it was going to cost me a fortune, because I'd need all the kits and all the gear and all that type of stuff. It is a very well marked route, so I wasn't going to get lost or anything, so that was great news. But I don't know, there's other things that I've got in the back of my mind that I really want to do. I'm not really going to say much about it just yet because it may or may not happen. But I kind of want to save myself for that. And yeah, I've done all the training and stuff. I'm actually way overtrained. I really need to take it easy and start resting. I'm just so sore all the time. It's ridiculous. But yeah, that's what I do. So anyways, yeah, so I think I'm not going to say no, a definite no, because I know myself. If entries are still open and things like that, I might just be like, oh well, okay, let's just do it. But I don't think so. I'm like a 90% sure that I'm not going to do it. So I'm so happy my brother is home, finally. He hasn't been home since January. It's like the longest he's been away for forever. I think the longest he used to be away for was like maybe a month and a half, and then he'd come home and he'd visit and then he'd go back to Cape Town. But he is home, yay! It is so nice to have him home. He's not gonna be home for long, but at least I'm getting to see him. So I am thrilled. Fetching him though, oh my goodness. So it was a big surprise for my dad. My dad didn't know he was coming, so that was kind of cool. So I went to fetch my brother from the airport. And I'm driving there. Luckily Doug was in the car with me because I fetched him from school, which then, oh my word, and then my brother's flight landed early, so he messages me, I'm busy fetching Doug from school, and he's like, oh no, I've landed. I was like, okay, we're leaving now, we're coming, don't worry. So we drive into the airport and I get this ping on the car and the car's like shuddering and he's like, oh no, you got a flat tire. I was like, oh, you've got to be joking. And like I'm stressing out and I'm like, I don't know what to do, I don't know where to pull over, there's nowhere to pull over and there's no off ramp and wada. Luckily we have run flats and the tire just actually needed to be pumped. But first of all, I didn't know what the warning sign was, I didn't know what it meant. So thankfully Doug was in the car with me and we have a little handbook and he went and checked it out, and so then I was a little bit calmer and then we got stuck in this traffic jam. I kid you not, it took us 25 minutes to do 2Ks. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, Trissy, you're gonna have to wait, we're coming, but you gotta wait. So he ended up waiting an hour and a half at the airport for us to fetch him. So it wasn't the best start, but it was just so good to see him. And you know, it's like he never left. But yeah, I'm just so happy to have my brother back. So I've been doing a lot of running, and with all this running, it gives me a lot of time to think. And I think the most random stuff, and some serious, some not so serious, but I find myself thinking, I wonder what it would have been like if I had a normal life. Not that I'd ever want to change my life for anything. I think I've had the most epic life, and I really am so grateful for the life I've had. I really wouldn't change it, but at the same time, I'd love to know what it would be like to be normal. For those of you who don't really know me that well, I homeschooled, I played tennis my whole life, I played professional tennis, and that sort of was my life. So I never went to high school, I was homeschooled, I never went to varsity, and then and now I'm like a runner and I try and do crazy things and stuff, and obviously I'm not married or anything like that, so I was just wondering what would it be like if I just, you know, gone to normal school, gotten a normal degree, got a normal job, you know, got married, had kids, just been like normal. Or so-called normal. I don't think there's anything wrong with being normal. I think it could be absolutely fantastic. I think sometimes you actually are happier when things are just more simple. I've always found in my life that I'm always trying to, you know, there's always something I'm trying to aspire to, a goal, a destination and stuff. Maybe I need to slow down a little bit more and just enjoy the journey. I don't know, I was just wondering about it, and I was wondering if other people feel that way, you know, like, do you ever think about it and go, I wonder what my life would be like if I made this decision or did this. And I'm sure a lot of people are like that, and I think a lot of people regret some of the decisions they made. Again, I do not regret anything. I love my life. I've had a fantastic life, and I don't think I could have had a normal life. I don't know if that would have suited me. I think then I'd be wondering what if for the rest of my life. But at the same time, I would just like to know, you know, like if you could have like a picture of what your life looked like both ways. So yeah, just some random thoughts. Okay, so I'm sure this was just a coincidence and is not nearly as dramatic as I'm gonna make it sound right now. But runners and anyone on the streets, guys, just please be careful, you never know. Just be aware of your surroundings at all times and just look out for yourself. I was running, and you know those crazy white vans, those dodgy white vans that you see in movies? So this guy comes past me and I'm running, and it's a busy road, it's my actual street by my house. And he comes in, and now as a runner, if you know this, you never finish on like some weird number. You will finish your kilometer. So if you are on 4.8 kilometers, you'll try and do those other 200 meters just so that you have a nice solid 5Ks. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get a few hundred meters left. And now I'm running up towards my house. And this white van comes past so slowly next to me, and I'm thinking, okay, now it's Sunday afternoon. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, no, cool, he's probably lost and whatnot, looking for something. And then I get to my house and I don't have enough miles, so I decide to turn around and go back down to the bottom of the street. And I turn around and I'm running, and there is a mosquito flying out. Sorry. And the next thing, this white van's next to me again. And now it's really one of those dodgy ones from a movie. And I'm just like, okay, whatever, you know, it's just a coincidence. So I run back down to the bottom of my road, and then I turn around to run back to my house. And I see the white van coming down, and he like goes slowly, and this guy like stares at me, and I like stare at him. And I know it's so over dramatized right now, but this is how it really feels, or felt. And he slowly looks at me, and I slowly look at him, and I'm just like, okay, this is creepy. But anyways, he's going in the other direction. So I'm running, and I've got about 200 meters to my house. And this guy's next to me again. I was like, no, really? Freaking mosquito. This thing is like flying in my face. And now I lost my train of thought. But anyways, okay, so I'm running back to my house, and this guy's driving next to me again. And I'm just like, and he's going slow, so I'm assuming he is lost. But surely he would just be like, sorry, I'm lost, can you help me? And it's just like this random lonely guy in his car. And for flip's sakes, at least I didn't swear. And he's going past, and I was like, no, you know what? I'm just gonna run to my house, because I was like, this is where I get kidnapped. And he pulls me into the van, never to be seen again. And you know, because it is quite quiet, because it is Sunday. But I mean, it's a busy enough road. There are cars coming down. There are people walking around. Of course, at this moment in time, there's not too many people around. But I was like, no, you know what? I'm just gonna run a little bit faster and run to my house. So, and that is exactly what I did. I was like, I'm not gonna take chances for like another 70 meters. I was like, I'll finish the 70 meters inside my house. So anyways, moral of the story, just be careful and just be aware of your surroundings. Yeah, because you never know. I'm pretty sure it was completely harmless and completely innocent, and he was just lost, and he was just driving up and down, obviously looking for an address, but it was just creepy nonetheless. Jeepers, how red is my face? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's as soon as I wear a buff and things, and then it's like cold outside, and then I have this buff on. And then I don't know, like it gets all hot and warm in there, and everything else is cold, and I don't know. But that's besides the point. It's not what I'm supposed to be talking about, but I just saw my face in the camera and I was like, oh flip man, it looks terrible. But I don't care. Anyways, I've reached 5,000 kilometers for the year. I know, how insane is that? I thought, oh, okay, cool. So I had to graft a little bit to get it done before September, because I realized, you know, sort of in August, that I was like, okay, cool, I'll be really close to 5,000 by the end of the month. And then I was like, no, that's going to be my new goal. I have to be at 5,000 by the end of the month. You know, last day of winter, I have to run my 5,000th kilometer. And I did. I nearly died getting there, but I got there, and I'm very happy and I'm very chuffed. I'm absolutely exhausted, but I did it, and yeah, so it's really cool. Now, you know, need new goals and stuff, because I suppose I get bored, and I needed to make a goal. I needed to have something to sort of do, because otherwise, you know, like I'm running, but what am I really running for? So yeah, so that was really cool. And then I went running on the 1st of September, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, I'm gonna go for a run, and it's all cloudy and overcast, and I'm like, nah, it's not gonna rain, it'll be fine. It's freezing cold, but it's the 1st of September, and I was like, oh yay, it's, you know, it's spring, I can't wait for warmer weather. And so I went for this run. It starts dripping, and I'm going, oh, it'll be fine. So I run further away from home, and it buckets down. Now it's freezing cold outside, freezing. I'm wearing my thermals, that's what I'm running in. I'm running in my thermals from Iceland. And this rain just starts bucketing down, and I'm just like, this is great. So I dash home, and I'm running home, and shame, I'm so, well, what's the word? I can't think of the word right now. My battery light is flashing on my camera, so I'm like, okay, well, Tegan, hurry up and tell the story. But with humans can be so good-hearted sometimes. So yes, I'm totally wearing something different to what I was wearing in the previous video, and it's a continuation. But my battery died, Then I went to charge my battery, but I couldn't charge my battery because it was load shedding. And then load shedding was supposed to end, and it didn't because, I don't know, you know that little trippy thing that I told you about? That happened again. So we only got electricity at like 12 o'clock at night. So this is now a different day. And I wasn't just gonna put the same stuff on and whatnot. I thought I'd just like finish my story now. So anyways, I can't really remember exactly where I was, but I was running and I was soaking wet. And this lady stops and she's like, no, please get in my car, let me give you a lift. I was like, you know, that's so sweet. And no one does that anymore. I don't know about anymore. No, I talk nonsense. No one does that anymore. But you know, it is a bit of a risk to do it. She doesn't know me from Adam. And you know, there's also the whole corona thing and whatnot, but I was obviously looked like a drowned rat, and she thought, no shame, let me stop and try and help this girl. I didn't take her up on the offer. I was already sopping wet, so I was like, you know what, I'm already completely drenched and I'm so close to home now anyways, and plus I wanted to finish my run. I was like, you know what, I'm wet, I need to finish my run. So yeah, but it's so nice when people just take time out of their day to do something small and nice for somebody else. It makes all the difference in the world. Sometimes, you know, people don't pay attention, like, you know what drives me nuts? It's like if you hold a door open for someone or whatever and they just take it for granted, they just walk. And you're like, yeah, pleasure. So, yeah, okay, fine. It is not always appreciated, but just do it anyways. It's just such a small thing. So yeah, lady out there, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So my whole life I've worked on incentives. So sort of if you do something, you get a reward. So how do you reward yourself when you've done 5,000 kilometers? I'll tell you how. You go to the Nike shop. I went shopping. Let me show you what I bought. So yes, you know me, I buy what's on special. So this hat was like 50% off. So I love my hats, absolutely love hats, and I love shoes. Speaking of shoes, I got myself some new shoes. I got 2 pairs. I know it was bad. But to be fair, I haven't got new shoes since, like more than a year, and now I've just done 5,000 kilometers in 8 months, so it's not good. I should actually buy new shoes way more often, especially since I live in them, because I don't do this, but then, you know, like I play tennis in them and all sorts of things. It's not a good thing, don't do it. Yeah, and then I also use all my old shoes, so not the best thing, but now I've got 2 brand new pairs of shoes and I'm so excited to wear them. And then I got a top as well. And it was also on special. I don't know, I quite like the color. I know it's kind of like a olive green, but I think it works sort of with my skin tone and stuff. So I'm excited to wear this one as well. But yeah, so that is how I rewarded myself for doing 5,000 Ks. I thought, you know, like I worked really, really hard to do them, and you know, I needed new running shoes anyways. So it was a good excuse to go shopping. Thanks so much for listening to me ramble, and hopefully I'll see you really soon.